This video covers the proper way to use a retractable leash to teach your dog recall once your dog no longer pulls or is reactive on the short leash. Neither of these dogs belong to me. One is here for board and the other is here for rehabilitation.
In my last videos we went over the short leash work where we're wanting the dog to follow us until we see it's safe to allow them to be in front, and we teach them to not pull on the leash, not to be reactive, to just, ignore other dogs and stuff. We want calm, relaxed, on the walk, following me when I need you to. Once you have that's the baseline. That's where you got to start, short leash control. Now we go to the retractable, because now the dog isn't pulling, the dog isn't lunging, right? The retractable you want is the one where you push the button, it locks, and when you let go of the button, it unlocks. Because what you're going to do is, if the dog does something, we're on the short leash, we give the snap of the leash. So with the slip leash, you push the button and you give a snap to the leash. And then you release the button, because the dog usually is now going to come to you. Because that's what you're asking it to do. And that's where you're teaching it recall. That's where you're teaching it to be able to maintain the focus. So once you get to the point where you're on your walk with your dog and you never need to push the button anymore, you just ask it to come or come, whatever the case may be, and it does, it no longer moves away. Now you don't need that leash. Now you have an off-leash dog. So that's what the retractable leash is for, is to help us get to that point so you still have physical control of your dog while you're teaching recall and the etiquette and rules of the leash walk. So as I start, I have the leashes locked. Loose leash walk. I want them following me on the right as I start. Anytime they try to come by like before, I tiss and snap. If you don't listen to the tiss and snap, then I give a little snap to the leash. So now when we get to the gate, this is now when they can go out in front. Whenever I stop, I want them to sit, relax. So now this is where I unlock the leashes and the releases go see or go play, and they go out front like I did with the short leash. Anytime they get to the end of the leash and they pull, this is the second time they've been on these, by the way. We did it yesterday for the first time. And you're going to see, especially with Penny, because she wants to go explore, she'll get to the end of the leash, but she self-corrects. She feels that thud, and because she understands what the touch to the neck is, she turns and comes back on her own. They self-correct. And this is teaching them perimeter. You can only be that distance away from me, because if you're too far away from me, I can't protect you, right? So we want to teach perimeter, and then if they're into something and you ask them to come, they don't come. Again, you just push the button to lock it, give a little snap and a tiss, and they should come. So right there, she felt the tug. She came back on her own. Right there, Penny felt the tug and she came back on her own and stopped. they come. But if they didn't, you just kiss and cup, give a little snap of the leash. Remember, by this time, they completely understand what that little tap of the leash, or little snap of the leash means. Immediately stop what you're doing and look at me for direction and guidance. On the leash, it now means come to you. So now we come to the corner, right? As they come in, now I lock the leashes. They got to go behind. I want to get the focus. See, this is a whole conversation right here saying, okay, right now, I know you were playing and you're happy and excited, but right now I need you to follow me and be calm again. And that's what I'm saying when I'm like this and I'm pointing my finger and I'm looking at him. I'm trying to just relax right now. Follow mom. I hold the short leash just in case there was something around the corner. Now again, we have the obstacle, the tree. And even on the retractable leash, I don't want them to go up ahead of me first because they're going to be smelling and doing their thing. You're now trying to get over the obstacle holding the leashes like this. So they stay, wait. Now see, I got this branch that's here. This is new. So I got to deal with that before they can come. She started to come and I just say, no, you just wait. Now they can go play again. Go play. So right there, Penny is now to the pole, right? So this is where you push the button, snap, come. The other corner. Up. Up. Now they can go play again. Okay. Right off here. So, the narrow trail, uneven surface on the retractable is still open, I can see. So on the retractable they can still be in front because they're not pulling, right? Therefore on that short leash, I want them following.
If your dog pulls, lunges, or is reactive, your dog should never be on a retractable leash until you have taught your dog to not do any of those things. I hope this video helps you get to that point so you can enjoy your walks and have wonderful experiences with your dogs in the beautiful mountains and seasides of British Columbia.